You guys can start whenever you're ready. Good luck. Um,
So
74%
where are you
favored
putting
for
the
Witherbloom.
prediction? Witherbloom? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are
Yeah,
leaning towards
I gotta
Witherbloom.
go for my boys Merfolk, of course.
You voted for
So I
Merfolk, you
have to
said?
say, yeah, Master of Waves is not as powerful in this matchup. I think it's gonna really be awesome against these Team or Delver lists that are popular right now. But we'll
Yeah.
see how it does here.
What's the big difference between Legacy, other than obviously the counter magic suite? What's the big difference between what's
Legacy and
missing from
Modern.
this that's in Modern?
So they get True Name Nemesis in Legacy,
Hmm.
obviously, and we don't. Chalice, usually in Modern, is a sideboard card. It's not in everyone's sideboard, but it's become popular lately. Mystic Reflection is new tech, so I don't know if it's getting played in Modern right now. And Force Negation is in the Modern list, some number of copies. Obviously, Force of Will is out, but the lands look almost exactly the same, except no Caracas
True.
in Legacy. You will also see Obero in, or no Caracas in Modern. You will see Obero in Modern, and you will see, goodness, there's another legendary land that will run to get around Choke.
Oh, uh, yeah, I don't know.
I'm blanking right now. Palace in the
Minamo. Someone got it.
Manamo. There we
Yeah.
go. So that's a Force of Negation on the turn 1 Aether Vial. Gonna turn that. Merfolk is an obscenely fair deck. You really need to be able to do multiple things on your turn, and
Yep.
to not be able to have that Aether Vial pumping out extra creatures pushes you way behind. And then also Phil having a Mutavault as land too is not great, because now you can't play your lords right away. Silvergill revealing Silvergill is pretty good though as a backup.
Yep. Are you able to boost your audio just a little bit? I just
Yeah,
noticed you're
sorry,
a
I
little
was
low.
recording instruments earlier.
All good, all good.
Always forget that is not the same as voice. Let me boost that up on my side.
Cool, cool.
Okay, we are boosted now.
Oh, it
I
sounds much
don't
better
think you
now.
should
Yep.
be getting any distortion at this, but we're probably right on the edge.
No, I think it sounds great now.
Okay.
Um.
There's a
Oh,
new one
Mutavault.
drop. Hmm.
Another Silvergill, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. There's a Lord. Now, the interesting thing, not that it ever comes up these days, but Lord of Atlantis is symmetrical. So if you're facing any merfolk, they are also going to get buffed by Lord of Atlantis.
Opponents' true names.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. Force of Will. Oh, it's a one drop. It's not a merfolk. I'm not interested.
Yeah, we were talking about that
That
one
is where
drop earlier.
merfolk has always struggled, is the one drop slot in terms of a creature. It's been Curse Catcher, it's been a couple of other things. I mean, sometimes it's literally like counter non-creature spell unless they pay 2.
Yep.
That one.
Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce thing.
It's going to be interesting to see this Witherbloom combo against a deck that has counter magic, though. Like
Mm-hmm.
your interaction from the Manaless Dread, you didn't really have interaction. Did you have any relevant
No,
interaction? No, right?
no,
Yeah.
no. Nothing
So
other than in the sideboard.
right.
But the mana is bad on both sides. Not to accidentally quote someone, but Peter has 1 land and Bill has 2 Mutavaults and a Caracas. Rough.
I mean, those Mutavaults are attacking though. That was just an 8 damage swing there. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It looks like Peter's already at 9.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, here's the second land drop. What's the best thing you could play with this second land drop if you're Peter?
Uh,
Goyf?
I don't know.
Okay.
Goyf is something. Yeah, it's something. But he's at 9 life. I don't know. This is not looking that great. Like you said though,
Yeah,
the Merfolk
Phil would
deck
love
plays.
to see
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
Lord. No, go ahead.
Like this deck plays super fair, but right now it's playing like an aggro deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's aggro, tempo aggro is usually how you categorize this. Oh, look at that Lord of Atlantis. Fancy, fancy. Yeah,
Is
but
that gold
Merfolk is
border?
a tempo aggro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might even
Mm-hmm.
do just in the meantime while the world is still figuring things out on like
Thoughtseize
a
after a mulligan to 5. Sorry.
brutal. I was just gonna say on a shorter distance trip just to like do something, but I don't know where.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
All
All
right,
right, we got the Mystic
dismember.
Reflection, Dismember, Back to Basics, Cavern Souls Island. I think if I'm Peter, I'm taking the Back to Basics because it's,
Depends what Peter
yeah.
has in hand, but yeah, that's probably the most. Yeah, that's the biggest threat, I think.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm not super familiar with Mystic Reflection. Yeah, it has to target a creature, and he doesn't have one right
Yeah, yeah. It just makes a copy, right? That's what it does.
now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It has foretell, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. Which can be cast, I guess, if Phil wanted to go for that.
Right, right. All right, here's the Witherbloom, the star of today's show.
Yeah.
What do you think of Strixhaven just overall? Are you excited about it? Don't
Yeah, Peter and
care?
I were talking about it. I was excited about Strixhaven from the announcement of the concept. I thought there
Okay.
was a lot of cool design space to go for, and it does look like they're delivering for me. And, as an Eternal format player, you're happy if you get 2, 3 playables out of a set.
hmm
And I think we're going to get 2, 3 playables, so I'm happy. How about you?
Yeah, I like the set. It's looking really cool. The mystical archives look really, really cool. I'm excited about those. The, you know, I don't know which ones are legacy playable yet, but the ones that look like they might be, like Witherbloom Apprentice, like Rip Apart, like this card that Force of Phil was talking about earlier that I forgot the name, the white one drop. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I like stuff like that. Those are fun.
Yeah, for sure. Anubis is
And
asking what's the
yeah,
minimum creature count you want in Merfolk? I think I usually run 22, 23, and it looks like Phil is that, but in terms of not drawing the critical mass of creatures, it 100% happens, and it stinks when it happens. Especially if you're just playing like one creature a turn, it's usually not going to get there on just one creature a turn.
Lord of Atlantis. Lord of Atlantis makes everybody unblockable basically, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the various walks? Island walk, I don't know, swamp walk, horsemanship. Do you want to see more of it? Less of it?
Um, I don't know. They're probably mechanics left in the past. Maybe they can throw them on a Modern Horizons card here and there, but
Okay.
I don't know if they should bring those back in a big way. I think can't be blocked is kind of a feel bad mechanic in some way. I don't know. I don't
So
know if
here
new
comes
players
another
like that.
card that really has nerfed Merfolk. Not that it didn't need any more nerfing, but Plague Engineer. I mean, we're
Yeah,
seeing Plague Engineer happen in decks that aren't tribal decks, right? It's just
yeah,
that good of a card,
yeah. Sometimes you bring it in
or
against
against
Delver.
decks. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Days in the Chalice. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He almost
Doesn't
accidentally
boost
attacked.
itself. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
boost itself, so that's a wee little 1/1 right there.
Yeah, Poing is right. Horsemanship was portals flying. That's true. Yeah, horsemanship I guess we can do, but it seems kind of pointless at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, so even though that Plague Engineer is nerfing the Merfolk, because Bill has a Lord out, any additional Merfolk that come out can attack because of Island Walk.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Oh, so he could have just attacked. Okay.
It itself does not have Island Walk.
Oh, itself. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So Lord of Atlantis has been Oracle text did. I don't remember exactly what it says, but basically it doesn't get Island Walk, but it gives everybody else Island Walk and +1/+1 on the battlefield.
Right, right. I think it just says like all other Merfolk get, and then all the abilities.
Yeah.
And it's no longer a lord; it's just a Merfolk or a
Mhm.
Merfolk lord or something.
Oh, right.
So it can now be boosted by other lords of Atlantis.
Right. So it's just other merfolk get +1/+1 and have Island Walk,
Yep,
is what
exactly.
the Oracle text.
Yep, yep, yep. Are you working on any altars at the moment?
No, I'm taking a break. I'm
Okay.
taking a break. I've kind of low key gotten into mechanical keyboards, which is
Mechanical
not a cheap
keyboards.
hobby.
What does that even, what does that even mean? I'm so out of the loop.
It kind of got really popular during the pandemic,
Okay.
but you are making custom keyboards for yourself. So you're customizing the layout of the keys, the color of the keycaps, the type of switches in there, and everything. So I'm
Okay.
learning how to solder too.
Okay. This is some pandemic pandemic kind of
Yeah,
stuff. All right.
yeah, for
I
sure.
This is my first time hearing about this.
Hmm.
All right, 6/7 Goif is gonna hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that pesky enchantment from Back to Basics, bumping it up.
Yeah, true. Let's see if we see some attacks.
Yeah, Anubis, thanks for the heads up. I've actually decided to use lead-free solder because I'm kind of freaked out about lead and everything, which I understand it means it has a higher melting point, etc., etc. So I practiced with some lead-based solder outside, and then I'm moving to a lead-free solder, which is a little more finicky. But I appreciate the heads up.
All right, we got some good tips coming in from all the solder people in chat.
Man, I'm always happy to see a Dark Confidant. You know me as a Jund player.
Yeah, that seals the deal, it looks like. Yep. We're going to
Yeah.
game 3.
Yeah, welcome, Bronca. We're streaming Eastern or European time zone today.
Oh, hey Bronco, yeah. Perfect time for all of our friends in Europe. That was the idea today. So I'm happy to see all of our friends in Europe in chat. Tabitsky, Bronca,
Mm-hmm.
and Anne. Well, Anne's playing next round,
Awesome.
so Anne even gets to play. That's just extra exciting. All right, we're starting game 3.
Beautiful second land. Not a sign of strength. Chalice on
Chalice.
1.
Chalice is good.
Brainstorm in response. Classic.
Legacy Council. I'll let you know the next time we're gonna do a European stream, and you better be there. No excuses.
Oh, there we go. Saw the days. But you might not be mad as the Merfolk player that your Chalice got countered because you really need your creatures to stick. So if the follow-up next turn is something like, you know, it's not doesn't have 2 blue, but True Name, you're not that mad if you
Yeah.
were able to bait the counters out.
Unless he has a Cavern of Souls in hand, and then it just is like, oh man, this wouldn't have got countered anyway. But yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Tvisky, this is match 2. Round 1, I played Manaless Dredge versus Peter.
Yep. Round 1 was a good one. As a spectator,
Yeah, it was fun.
that was fun. I have never played much Dredge, and I enjoy seeing those plays where you're like cycling in response to Dredge and all that. Like all that stuff
Yeah.
it feels so mind blowing to me because
I
I would
was
have no idea what to
pretty
do.
confident that in an open decklist situation that Manaless Dredge could be absolutely atrocious, so it was good to
True.
at least get a game.
Yeah, like I guess that'll be a problem that'll be easier to solve whenever we can have some in-person events for this channel. But the open
Mm-hmm.
deck list thing, it helps us a lot logistically with getting these
Oh,
rounds completed
absolutely.
on time. But
Hmm.
some decks like Manaless Dredge and Infect, like landed Gothmog was talking about last week or the week
Yeah.
before, I forget. They don't benefit from it at all.
Mm-mm. Right. It allows that Miracles player to keep that kind of ish hand that happens to have a Swords to Plowshare or,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
otherwise wouldn't keep
yeah. I mean, sometimes against a
a
deck like
double
Infect,
Mutavault.
yeah, yeah, double Univault
A
is
little
fun.
rough.
But a deck like Infect, you can, you play your first turn Trop and Ponder, and then you play second turn Brainstorm, whatever. And we're 3 turns into the game. I still don't know that they're trying to poison me to death.
Right. Yeah.
Um, your deck kind of gives it away right away.
Yeah. I'll be on the draw. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Like what?
I will be on the draw. Oh, here's the second island.
Hmm.
Gonna go for a Chalice on one.
All right. See what happens.
Interesting on the double tap.
Yeah, tapping out
Or
all the blues, right? Seems
yeah.
bold.
I do love these islands. I know people give them a lot of flack for having a lot of like border covering up the art, but I'm a big fan.
Nice, nice. Yeah. I mean, who hates the unglued islands? Come on, people.
Of the various islands, I think this one is avoided in general. All right, force.
All right. Force on the. Yeah. I think Phil's okay with that. Did you
Yeah.
just block with the Delver?
Wow.
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't.
No, okay. I thought he did. I saw the.
Yeah.
What are the name of those formats where, or the tournaments where it's 3 people and everyone plays a different format?
Oh, team.
Is it team constructed?
It's
Yeah, versus
team
team
unified
unified
constructed or
constructed.
something. No, not
And this
unified.
one's not unified.
Is it called unified?
I think it's just team constructed, but it was
Yeah.
standard, modern, and legacy. And we played Merfolk all the way through, and we wore fishing outfits and had like a tackle box with our deck boxes in it. It was
Oh
exclusively a
dear.
comedy play,
Okay.
but it was great.
All right. All right. I'm sure you guys got a lot of looks.
Yeah. And then we faced the Goblin team too,
Oh
which was
my
awesome.
goodness.
We won one round. We
Oh
had a ton of
no.
fun though.
That sounds fun. Were you guys like doing shots between rounds? Was it that that kind of
We
that
should
kind
have,
of a
because
crew?
maybe we would have won more. Plague Engineer, naming Merfolk. Oh,
Trios. Yeah, Side Norna got it. It's called Team
okay,
Trios.
there we
Yep.
go.
Yep. Unified. Yeah, unified means you all can't share the same cards or whatever.
Right, no, it wasn't that. It's with 3 different formats.
Yeah. Thank you, Side Norna.
Yeah,
Side Norna knows all the stuff. You know this
yeah.
already. Side Norna knows. All right. Back to Merfolk here with a Plague Engineer in play.
Lots of mana. Can hard cast that Force of Will.
Yep. Mutavault, not great against Plague Engineer.
Mm-mm. It's a 1/1.
It's a 1/1 no matter what. No matter what you name.
Oof. Land go. I love that trio's legacy, modern, pauper. Yeah, it was tough because ours was standard, modern, legacy, and we like couldn't find a standard player, which is kind of why we ended up doing like a meme
Oh,
thing.
right. Yeah, I
But we're looking
remember.
forward to legacy, modern, pioneer. We think will be more common because we can actually get people to play that.
Hmm. Yeah. I think for the big tournaments, they'll probably do standard, pioneer, modern from now on, though, right? For like Magic Fest or whatever.
Yeah, drop down. Yeah, they won't include legacy.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Brainstorm still resolving here? I guess so.
Yeah, I think so. Legacy Council, we were saying earlier that Peter is known for putting a random combo, so to speak, into Delver shells. So Today we are featuring the new Witherbloom Apprentice and Chain of Smog combo in Delver.
Yeah, the new hot combo, Witherbloom Apprentice
Mm-hmm.
and Chain of Smog, just like you said. Infinite damage.
Yeah.
Are those real cards? Yeah, they're real cards. Dark Confidant. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging for 3. I'm assuming that's coming in. Yep.
Yep. Follow up Ponder. Okay.
So I know you've been busy, but have you been catching up on any particular formats on digital Magic side? No?
No,
Just
I
been hanging out?
drafted a couple of cubes in
Okay.
March. Had some fun doing that. But I do have a new modern deck. I have modern humans now
Oh,
that I
cool.
built, and I'm looking forward to playing. It evens out my various archetypes in the decks that I own for modern. So now it's Scapeshift, humans, and Jund. I know
So you can
Jund
do a
and
Team
humans are
Unified all by
close.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not a lot of overlap in there, is there?
I don't think so. No.
Just the
I
fetch
mean,
lands, the
probably. Yeah,
stomping
yeah. You
grounds.
probably have to figure something out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Cavern, naming Merfolk. We're gonna get a lore.
Makes the Mutavaults a little bit better, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So the question is he gonna be able to follow up with another? No. That's true. Anubis could pivot my humans deck into Legacy pretty easily.
Oh yeah, what would you need to get? I guess like Sanctum Prelate or something? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they play Lavinia in Legacy, but I do know the humans in Vintage does. There is a humans Vintage deck.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't mean it's good, but it does exist.
I saw your vintage list that you posted on our back end chat the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That looked pretty cool, actually. I didn't get around to responding to it, but
Yeah.
because everybody was already commenting on it. But the mono red prison vintage deck looked pretty cool.
Yeah. Imperial Recruiter. Yeah, that would be sweet.
Oh, Imperial Recruiter.
Looks
Yeah, yeah.
like there's not a unified Legacy humans list, but looks like there's definitely a lot to play around with.
Rick Steadfast Leader. There you go.
Oh, of course. That was the card that we were like,
The one
it's
that you were
my
so excited
favorite.
about. I remember when it came out, you
Yeah.
were so pumped.
Literally on MTG Top 8, one deck is running it. But I feel like I have to.
Oh man.
Oh, Mayor. Mayor of Avonbrook was even, I think, in some modern lists sometime. That's the flip one, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it does, but I remember it flips. And it's a
All right,
lore.
that was a big swing.
Yeah.
We were 9-7 with Phil not having any creatures on the battlefield. I feel so bad for Merfolk because the snowball can really happen. We didn't get to see it.
Let's say hello to Phil Nguyen and console him right now.
Yeah, I like
Playing one
the
with
build.
this combo.
Oh my god.
So I think we're going to need to also ban Plague Engineer from Legacy 2.
Oh, I wouldn't be
I
that
think we
mad.
have what we've learned today, everybody, is that we have to ban 3 cards: Chain of Smog, Witherbloom Apprentice, and Plague Engineer. Does everybody agree on this? All
Agreed.
four of
Agreed.
us agree?
Right.
Basically Peter's entire deck. You can keep the lands. That's about it though.
Well, I'm fine with the Euros and the Plague Engineer. Ban those. That's fine.
All right, Peter broke the whole format. Merfolk though, we were excited to see Merfolk in action, and I know Phil, you've been working on this deck recently, right?
Yeah, I just ever since Mystic Reflection got spoiled, I thought it was like a pretty cool card. And honestly, like in game 2, I had one in hand and we were talking that like the mana cost was definitely very restrictive, because like it would have been great to use the Mystic Reflection on his Goyf or the Plague Engineer that he was casting, to like have like pseudo removal. But I just like never had the mana, which, you know, a lot of people had said was potentially a downside of the card, and you could definitely see it in action. But I don't know. I'm hopeful that it'll be like a little bit more interesting in the future.
Well, one thing I